Hi Vogue, this is Bella and I'm going to show you my favorite routine.
Oh my god, her eyes. I thought I had White Walker eyes, but she's one-upping me. Oh my gosh. I mean, gorgeous, obviously, but a little bit of a jump scare.
My name is Bella Hadid.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another celebrity reaction video. I am so excited for this because I literally saw this video on my, is it called a For You page if it's on YouTube? Whatever. I saw this last night and I knew I had to immediately react because we are going to be reacting to the one, the only, iconic Bella Hadid. As a fashion girly, I have always loved Bella. She is the moment forever. Obviously so gorgeous and one of the top models, which means she's very successful, which means I'm nervous that this skincare routine is going to be a little, como se dice, pricey, but no one is exempt from my wrath. So let's jump into it. If you guys want to check out any of the products that she's using, I will have them all linked in the description box below.
I'm going to start off doing my skin routine that I would usually do at work in the mornings when I'm feeling a bit yellow or I'm having a flare up or I'm not feeling well or being a bit anxious. Usually the best thing that helps is my Lucky and trusty ice bath.
Oh, okay. So starts off with a cold plunge. Legit. I'm too much of a wimp to do that every day, but props to you if you do it because it does not look fun.
For about like 30 seconds. It makes me just feel more clear in my brain too. I feel like it takes inflammation down in my brain and makes my eyes whiter.
I literally don't think it's possible for her eyes to get any brighter. I feel like I'm in a trance right now. Bella, give me fashion advice, Luca. Are we gonna know what serum she used? Okay, I guess not.
Basically electromagnetic waves. It just feels like my face is like lifting up and it's getting blood circulation into my skin. I just like it because it kind of stimulates my face a little bit before we start our base. So usually on set, I like to make my skin look and feel the best so that I can be the best canvas for my makeup artist or whoever I'm working with on set with my immune problems and stuff. Since my lymph doesn't drain and the spinal fluid in my face doesn't drain, sometimes everything gets stuck up here. And this is kind of the only thing that will take the inflammation down.
Wow. I mean, that's amazing. I literally did not know that she had any health issues like that, especially leading to like puffiness in the face because Miss Girl is always looking snatcheroony. But yeah, if you're not familiar with the face tool that she's using, it's called New Face. And like she described, it essentially transmits microcurrent pulses into the skin that helps to reduce any puffiness, revitalize and awaken the skin. I'm actually a huge fan of microcurrent technology. I personally use the tool Medicube for it because I feel like there's more options in one device rather than the New Face where that's kind of the only feature it has. But regardless of how you're getting microcurrent technology delivered into the skin, it is really beneficial and definitely a great way to start out the day.
And now, guess what I'm gonna do, guys? I'm gonna show you how to do the Bella face snatch.
I'm so ready. Teach me.
Hear the talk. They always laugh. People think I've gotten
a hairbrush,
the facelift, or gotten that cat eye thing or whatever it's called. But I'm gonna teach you an easier way. This is gonna be insane because I have no hair stuff with me. But we do have a lot of moisturizing stuff in our Bella, so I'm just gonna use that.
Wait, whoa. Is she spraying perfume near her face? Oh, Bella, I don't think that's the right move. We might need a beauty revamp, sister, because if you don't know, perfumes are primarily comprised of just like a shit ton of denatured alcohol and a bunch of like essential oils and, you know, fragrant ingredients. There can be thousands of ingredients in a perfume. And the reason why you want to avoid your face from any perfume that you're spraying is because it can trigger a lot of like inflammation, which is one of the main things that she's concerned about. It can cause redness and sensitivity. And over time, especially when exposing your skin to the sun, can result in long-term sensitivity, which is why it's always recommended that if you are going to be using a perfume to like spray it on your clothes and not spray it on the skin if possible. Even if she was spraying it on her hair, which it kind of looked like, obviously it's an atomizer, so it's going to be in the air and go on any surface that's nearby where you're spraying it, aka the face. So I'm a little worried about that. I feel like a hair serum or a hair oil that has a nice fragrance would probably be better, just so you're not risking exposure to the face. But you know, I get it. She probably smells better than any of us watching. Oh, okay, so it's like a snatched hairstyle. I thought it was gonna be like face snatching.
Like 60 seconds of the snatcheroo. You know what? She's cute. Okay, so next I always do this. I've always kept a kind of clean skin routine.
Wow, I don't know what that is. Oh,
different ways.
exfoliator, okay. I love that she was trying to show us what it is, but it was so blurry I could not see the product. Let me see if I can do my research and find it. Oh, okay, so it is the Biologique. Okay, I already know it's going to be expensive. Serum colostrum. I don't know if that means something else in French, but that just makes me think of colostomy bag. It's $185. Whoa, okay, we are starting off strong because already the New Face is, you know, kind of a more expensive tool, but $185 for a serum. Holy fucking shit. Kind of honestly what I would expect a top model to use. I wasn't expecting anything like super affordable. At least she's not trying to cosplay as poor. Wow, that is such a simple ingredient list. I am supremely disappointed. I mean, at least it's fragrance free, but it basically just has like nourishing ingredients like glycerin and caprylic triglyceride. It does have a saccharide complex, which is beneficial for the skin, but all the ingredients that I'm seeing in this product, you can basically find in like $10 Korean skincare products. So I don't know. Also, the bottle makes it look like it's something that a nurse is going to inject you with. For $185, I'm sorry, that's not worth it. You can find many products that are very similar in Korean skincare. It's just overall a very simple ingredient list.
I was working in Italy and I forgot my whole skincare bag. And so I went and got this, and it's actually been doing really well for my skin.
Oh my god. Knowing how much the two products that she's used already have cost, I probably would have had a full-blown mental breakdown. You know, when Kim lost her earring in the ocean, I would have been 10 times that if I lost my skincare bag of any type of products that were near these price points. Honestly, I feel like a great alternative to this serum that's like boosted up with a lot better ingredients is something like the Medicate liquid peptide serum. It's one of the best I've ever discovered for just like a really good snatching and also plumping effect. It has amazing peptides to fight against premature aging, reduce inflammation and excess puffiness, and it's like $60, which is still, you know, pretty expensive for what I usually recommend, but worlds better than $185. I feel like that would do even more for her skin than this one.
I went and got this, and it's actually been doing really well for my skin. It's super light. I don't usually put much under my eye, but I did find this as well, and I've been trying to be an adult.
Oh, same brand. Okay. I already know it's going to be pricey.
Like preventative creams and stuff.
Okay, I'm interested to see what's in it because she does apply it to the, you know, over eye area, which you want to be really careful when it comes to eye products about what you put on like your eyelids because that's the thinnest skin, period. That's the thinnest skin on you. And if a product has any active ingredients, that can actually like really irritate and aggravate the area. So you want to be careful about what you put there. Okay, it's $120. Wow. And okay, it has, I mean, basically glycerin and caffeine. It does have niacinamide, so that's nice, but I just don't really understand this price point. This brand may be like a La Mer 2.0, overpriced for literally no reason. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not like a bad ingredient list. I don't have personal beef with these products except for the price point, because I think charging this much is criminal behavior. The formulas do not justify the means. And normally when it comes to really expensive brands, I normally kind of just assume that celebrities are sent these products for free, but she said she went out and got them, so I'm assuming she bought them. Honestly, for how simple the ingredient list looks for this eye cream, I deadass would recommend something like the Inculist Caffeine Eye Cream because it basically has the same type of ingredients. It gives that, you know, depuffing effect to the eye area, and it's like $10. Way better. And if you want to get like more fancy with it, you could try like the Beauty of Joseon eye serum eye renewing serum, ginseng eye serum, whatever it's called. That one also has really good ingredients for helping to brighten the eye area, get rid of any, you know, dark circles, texture.
I go through like 8 of these.
Oh, okay. Affordable product. Here we go.
Yes, and I'm obsessed with them. I have the little versions, the big versions.
I swear, the Weleda moisturizer has a chokehold on so many people, and I can't fully be a hater because I have not personally tried it because there's a lot of ingredients that can increase skin sensitivity. I believe there's like fragrance in it. It's just not an amazing ingredient list, but man, people love that product. I've seen it in so many celebrity skincare routines, and I think it's like $20. So at least she went in with something affordable.
So this is kind of how I get a good dewy look, and I'd like to say like this is really like the best primer for me. Growing up like in the horse world and in California, I really didn't have a big makeup selection.
Wait, you know what energy that was giving? The interview where she was like, I didn't get my first designer bag until I was 17 years old.
I never growing up had anything designer. You know, my mom wouldn't let me. I think I got my first pair of Louboutins when I graduated high school. It makes me emotional, actually.
Oh, that clip is so iconic. I love it.
The first look that we're gonna do is Window to Soul. This is like my natural day-to-day look, I guess you would say. But afterwards, we're gonna get to the real beat. We're gonna show you Belinda.
Wait. Hold on. Is she already going in with her makeup routine? Bella, where's the sunscreen? Hello? I really hope that she's going to be going in with a sunscreen after this, because it looks like she pulled out a makeup product, so I'm assuming she's going in with makeup. And, you know, as a top model, sunscreen is like basically life insurance. It's like the most important thing. You know, I know she wouldn't disappoint me like this. I'm holding out hope, because ain't no way.
So I'm gonna show you Bella first, and then Belinda will come for nightcap, I think is what's gonna happen here. This is my Clinique Moisture Surge tint. This makes me feel like I've just gone to the beach. And I think for like a nap.
Is that a sunscreen or like a foundation? I don't know. Oh, okay. Bella, no. This is not the path. This isn't you. Okay, so this is basically a tinted moisturizer. It does have SPF 25, but here's my biggest issues with this. Number one, while tinted moisturizers can be a great additional layer of sunscreen protection on top of your standard sunscreen, the reason why they are not effective at all as a sunscreen is because technically whenever we apply like an SPF 50 sunscreen, we're supposed to use about a quarter size amount for our face and neck. And obviously if you're going to be like an active sun exposure, you need to be reapplying that sunscreen. Now, if you've ever tried a tinted moisturizer, let me just take a wild guess as to how much you actually apply it on your face. Not a quarter size amount, I can tell you that. So even though it is technically SPF 25, you're applying so little on your face that in reality, you're probably gonna get like SPF 5, maybe SPF 7. Very little sun protection. So that's my first issue. My second issue is that SPF 25 is just not enough sun protection to protectively keep your skin safe. The lowest you should go is SPF 30. That is like the limit when it comes to getting like an okay amount of protection. But yeah, SPF 25 is just not enough. And especially when she's applying very little in comparison to a standard sunscreen, all of those reasons together mean that you are getting barely any sun protection at best. And as a model, you know, where unfortunately, well, not unfortunately because she looks absolutely stunning, but I mean, your face is your job. It's very important to protect and preserve your skin. And of course, 90% of premature aging is due to sun exposure alone. So sunscreen is the one step of your skincare routine that you do not want to mess with. And it's kind of sad because she's spending a lot of money on all of these other products in her routine. I mean, her routine's like pretty simple. It's not too extravagant. But then to follow up with barely any sunscreen just it hurts my heart. And I know she's not the most pale person out there. Every skin tone still experiences sun damage. And I feel like, especially in her profession, that is just a non-negotiable. So Bella, if you are watching, I know you're not, but if I were to make a recommendation, I would say to first go in with like a lightweight gel sunscreen that doesn't necessarily feel heavy or like an extra step in your routine, and then to follow up with the tinted moisturizer afterwards just to add a little bit of extra protection and get that, you know, foundation coverage-esque experience. My top current ones that I love, the Numbuzine SPF 50 is an incredible, super lightweight Korean sunscreen that has an amazing ingredient list. And she mentioned before wanting to, you know, have more lightweight products. That one is like super lightweight. Or of course, the tried and true classic Beauty of Joseon SPF 50 sunscreen, also a wonderful formula that adds a little bit of a glow because she also mentioned that she likes to have, you know, a little bit of that glowiness going on. Whatever it may be, whichever sunscreen you enjoy, I would say try to find like an SPF 50 formula that you can use as a base and then follow up with your tinted moisturizer afterwards.
Look, just to have something that's a tinted moisturizer is really nice.
Okay, so it looks like she's going into her daytime makeup look. I kind of want to skip ahead and see what she does for her nighttime routine and see if she has any new products or things that she uses, because I'm nosy. Okay, well, I skipped ahead and it looks like she is not going to be going in with her nighttime routine. Petition for her to do a follow-up video because I would love to see how she goes in with her nighttime treatments. Well, this was definitely a shorter video, a very short routine, but you know what? I'm not totally mad at it. I feel like with a lot of celebrity routines, they tend to go in with just an excessive amount of products, but I like her minimalist philosophy, though I wish it would have been boosted up in the formulas, because when it comes down to to it. The only product she really used was an expensive hydrating serum with a very mid formula, an eye serum with caffeine, a simple moisturizer, and a tinted moisturizer with SPF 25. Honestly, I feel like she would love Korean skincare. I feel like that would totally match her vibe and the type of routine that she's going for while saving a lot of money. So the next time she loses her cosmetic bag in God knows what country, it's not going to require the equivalent of a house mortgage to buy a new one. I feel like overall, it was alright, but way too expensive. Here's the thing, if these products that she's using had like incredible ingredient lists, I would say, you know what, I wouldn't pay that much, but good for her. At least they're delivering. But looking at these formulas, it's just a lot left to the imagination and not worth it. And given how simple her routine is, I mean, let's add up the numbers. Oh my God, her skincare routine is that much. It's giving ripoff. Bella, you're spending way too much. Her small minimal routine is $864. Granted, new face is not cheap, but you know, when you add everything up together, that's a lot of money for just a very simple skincare routine that doesn't really have a lot of weight behind it. But I will say this, almost all the products that she used are fragrance free, and at least she's not going in with just way too many products that can result in skin sensitivity and irritation, because like she talked about, she struggles with inflammation, and the last thing you want to be doing when you have inflamed skin is just overloading it with a bunch of different products. So much respect to her for a minimalistic skincare routine. I always support that, but you know, I feel like it can only go up from here. I don't know. What do you guys think of this routine? Do you like the products she was using, or are there other ones that you would recommend to, you know, both her and I? Because I'm always looking for new products to test out, as long as they're not $185, okay? And of course, let me know which celebrity you guys want me to react to next. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. And I will see you guys in the next one. Mwah.